And we're live. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Streamer Fail. And I'm just gonna post my links. I still don't have 2 monitors, so you're gonna have to put up with watching me post everything everywhere. I don't know. Here. There you go. Or did I post it in? I did post it in. There. Okay. So this dash down here. I'm trying to find. Let's open up a picture. So, because I've now got. Right, can I see my. My videos? Trying to be organized and have separate screens for things. One sec. Right. What was I doing? Oh yeah, I was trying to. Let's find. Fuck. That no. That is. Oh no! I can't go into that folder. I should have made a safe folder. Oops. Okay. We'll go into this server folder because this folder's safe. I wonder if we can select. Can we go slideshow? There you go. We can slideshow stuff. Shit. How do I? Sorry, this is gonna be a bit clunky for a minute. How did I get to my old videos last time? Yeah. Stop. Hello, Nitro, and welcome to the Stream of Fail. I need to send this somehow to myself. Don't know. I didn't manage to do it last time. What did I do? Oh, I wonder if did I just open it? I just opened it as Chrome, didn't I? Yeah, I did. Okay. I think I got it. I think we can be organized. I currently have my phone and my tablet. I'm just like here. Here. There you go. Okay. I now have a live chat in here. Okay, now we can just cycle through the pictures. So I'm just gonna slideshow this for it. So yeah. Basically, I'm gonna ask you guys again, if you want to help out Anya, to send me messages. It can be either be recorded with just your voice, or you could do a face cam video, or you could just write a message if you're not comfortable talking, or oh yeah, that's a new picture. Save the Clyde Foundation. Or what else can you do? Or you could just draw a comic or a picture or anything like that and send it to me. Private message it me on Discord's probably the best to go for, because yeah, because that's a thing. Or on Steam or something, and just send me the links. And I've got, I'll actually show you guys. I've got, okay, I've got this thing. You guys can't post in here, as I've said. Basically, this is where I'm going to be putting all the videos and the messages that you guys give me for Anya. So at the moment, I've got 2 videos. I've got a few really short messages from people that were in the last live stream. I've got them in a Word document. Hello, Wolfpicker, and welcome to the Streamer Fail. So yeah, I just want to encourage you guys basically to let's put together a video together, essentially, for Anya, to just kind of show her that she's not alone, and that we're all here for her, and we understand that life is life, and shit happens, and it's fine, and it's all fine, it's all good. If you notice, my thumbnail is it's actually a picture I drew for Valentine's Day of Anya and Clive. Although I completely messed up because it turns out Clive doesn't wear a hoodie. He wears a different type of jacket. And when I was like, I'm sure he wears a hoodie, it's fine. Drew him with a hoodie, lined it, and then looked up for reference pictures. It's a bad idea. Next time you draw, look at reference pictures first, then do the drawing, not after. So, so yeah, basically, I've got 2 videos so far. One from Romeg Dubs and one from Creepypasta Squad. If you guys want to, hello towards Ed's World and welcome to the Stream of Fail. I haven't seen the announcement for the video. Can you fill me in? Basically, we are going to make a video for Anya all together to show her our support, essentially, because she's been getting a lot of messages and hate mail for not doing dubs or for having a real life boyfriend over the fictional one that, like, don't get me started. So yeah, she's been getting a lot of hate and stress. I want to put a stop to that because I enjoy her videos. Her videos make me happy, and if she is not happy, then I am not happy. And when she's not happy, she's not going to produce videos for us. So the best course of action that we can do is to spread the word and make sure that everyone understands that everyone has a life and not everyone sits in front of the computer all day. Although that tends to be my life at the moment with an office job, so, you know. But I can't sit in front of the computer and stream. I wish I could stream my office. It'd be so funny, because I'd just be like, finish work in 15 minutes, and then everyone else spends 2 hours on it. But yeah. Wow, yes. Poor Anya. I do really bad for her. Because she's so young as well, and it's not nice to have that anyway, just as a thing. And I don't know why it's accepted culture. Why people are just like, oh, because like the media and stuff turn around to the big stars, especially like PewDiePie and that, who get a lot of attention and everything because they are popular, and everyone just accepts it. It's just like, oh, that's fine, that's normal. And it's like, why? This isn't necessary. Like, this is actually really sad for people to spend their time thinking of nasty messages that they could post, watching the videos, therefore contributing to the amount of views to that video. So if the person does make money from YouTube, you're actually contributing them, and they don't give a shit because you're making the money. So you're actually contributing to their pay by watching the video, and then you just spend time and effort just hating on them and messaging them with hate comments and stuff. It's a waste of time, it's a waste of breath, and it doesn't do any good. It doesn't actually make you feel good. It makes you feel that false positiveness because you've made someone else feel bad. It's not a good feeling. Hello Skull and welcome to the Stream of Fail. I'm making a video right now. Yes, please do make videos and send private message me on Discord, and I will upload them onto this thing. And yeah, I made fan art for Anya. I don't think she's seen it. I sent it to you in 2016. If you want to send fan art to me, and I'll just put that in the video as well, because I'm gonna live stream it. Hello Neona the Geek. Hello Ashley. And welcome to the Stream of Fail. Hello Victoria, and welcome to the Stream of Fail. Why do people have to hit on others? What if it happened to them? Exactly. This is exactly what I'm on about. Hate isn't acceptable. It's a form of bullying. It is this behavior needs to stop because it's cascading like a freaking Indiana Jones rock down a hill. Like, hello Wolfpicker, and welcome to the Stream of Fail. it doesn't make anyone feel good. Even the person hating on people, it doesn't actually make you feel good. You might think you feel good, but if you actually tried to like do it the other way around, like compliment someone, that actually gives you a good feeling, like inside, because you've made someone's life just that little bit better. Even if you just made them smile for about 2 seconds, you've just improved someone's life. And surely that's got to be so much better than making them feel like shit so that you can feel better. It's why I never get shows like why people want to watch shows like Jeremy Kyle and that. Um, and I get so many people just like, yeah, I watch it so I can make so my life doesn't seem so shit. And I'm just like, or you could work on improving your life and not just going, oh yeah, look at those people, aren't they shit and stuff. It's like, why would you waste your time putting people down so that you could feel better? I just don't understand. I don't comprehend that way of thinking. Hello, Azriel. Welcome to the stream of fail. I've been through both. It's fine. Yeah, I've had hate messages as well. Not to the degree of what Anya's had. I'm not even pretending that I would understand that amount uh, that's going her way. And she said it was 40% of her fans. That really disappoints me as a fan of Anya, that 40% of messages to Anya is not you're doing an amazing job, can't wait for the next episode. It's not an ask that she can answer and then you just wait for it and it'll eventually come. It's, oh, you didn't reply to my first message, which was a hateful one, therefore you're the worst person in the world, and stuff like that. And it's like, why? Just why? It doesn't make you feel good. Like, kindness heals, but hate kills. Yeah, that's really important, and it does. That's the thing. It does. I read on the news the other day in my local area, there was a girl, 14 years old, and she hung herself because people in her school on social media were bullying her. And they turned around to her and told her to go hang herself. Her last message to anyone was, okay, I will. That is not acceptable in any way whatsoever. And I don't understand why people aren't stepping up about it and going, hang on a second. Instead of turning around and going, oh, it's normal, just ignore them. Just pretend they don't exist. Just pretend these messages aren't happening. Or we could stop them from happening. We could turn around and go, no, I'm not putting up with this shit. We can make a stand. We can do stuff like we can block them. There's things like blocking and like, oh, just like people on Facebook, and they're like, oh, I hate this person. Oh, they always post this stuff on it, and I always do hate comments back, and I'm just like, why don't you just block them or unfriend them so you don't see their stuff? Oh, but I like to look at what they're doing so I can make myself feel better. This mentality has to stop. It has to stop. We should be working on improving everyone's lives together, not working on how we can make ourselves feel better. Hi, Sans Comic. Welcome to Stream of Fail. I hate it when people hate on others, because why waste your time on hating when you could actually have a life and family and friends and all? Exactly. Instead of wasting your time hating on someone, you could actually get to know them. There was a bully in my school, and with her group of friends, she was tiny and feisty as hell, and she was a girly girl, and she's a typical like rah 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 rah, you're ugly, you're not pretty enough, you're too fat, and all this stuff. And I had her on her own, and she was waiting for like her parents to pick her up or something, and it was after school sometimes, so there wasn't many people around, and she just came up to me and was like, I'm really sorry for all of the horrible things I said. And I was like, it's fine. And we talked. We we weren't then best friends, and she was going through a lot of drama at home, which is explained why she's acting the way she is, but doesn't excuse it. It is not acceptable. But yeah, we didn't become friends. We didn't magically talk to each other after, but we understood each other's situations. We chatted. We went, yes, I understand where you're coming from. And she stopped it. And when her and her friends were together, when they used to be all rah 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 at everyone, she turned round and went, actually, no. How about we just go do our girly stuff and not do this? So yeah, the bully might feel good, but in the end, it might feel bad. But that people tend to hurt on others when they're hurting themselves. It doesn't work on making it better. It doesn't. In any way whatsoever. I don't understand why people... I don't understand either. Hello, Beowulf, and welcome to the stream of Fail. And there's some shit tards that go even further and make fun of people. Yes. It's not fair. Bullying is not something to laugh about. Like when I was because I've never had this mentality of this is normal. This is normal society. I'm gonna accept this. I question everything. It's what I do. That's basically my life, is like questioning what the fuck is this. And I always, throughout school, I've always gone, oh, why is this considered normal? Because like I would go up to the teachers. I've always been a peer supporter in school, and I've always volunteered for that position so that people could come talk to me, and feel like they have something to talk to, someone to talk to. Hi Titan, and welcome to the stream of Fail. To catch people up on that's only just joined, Anya's been getting a lot of hate, and I want to work on smooshing hate out and spreading love everywhere. So we're going to make a video together. That's going to be fun. I've already got 2 videos, and yeah, just send messages and stuff for Anya with hashtag helping and hashtag you're not alone, and all that. Yeah, I've heard from a blog called The Small Anon that wants to help end Anon hate, and they're so kind. Yeah, it comes from people that will just they won't even like show their username or anything. They'll just be like, nah, I'm gonna hide behind this anonymous mask because if a message comes from a person that you can't picture a face to, it hits so much more because it feels like more. Because when you think of anons, like you always think of more than one. So when a message comes like that from an anon, uh, it's just it feels so much worse to that person. I've been bullied at school. My cousin, who is in my tutor class, and he got his girlfriend to push me into the mud, but we were at home and he apologizes. It's confusing. He's nice at home but horrible at school. You need to sit down with him and tell him that that's not acceptable. And it's not. And there are things that you can do in that situation. Go to someone who can do something about it. Go to your parents. Explain that it is a problem. Go to your teachers. Go to someone that, even in your peer group. I mean, I've talked about this quite a lot on Discord with people. Sorry, I need a drink. I'm talking a lot. I'm really sorry if I just keep rambling on, but I really do believe this is something that needs to be dealt with, and it needs to be dealt with now. It should have been dealt with, when the internet was created, because Jesus Christ, masks and wanting to fit in, yeah, all that stupid stuff. People are just like, oh, if so-and-so's hating on them, then I'll hate on them too. Look, this Ananon is doing this. Isn't this funny? It's not funny. It's not. The more people hate, the less people live. Yes. And I really just... It's not fun. I don't see where people are getting their amusement from. I just don't understand it. And it's weird because on some of my streams, I'll have people that try to troll me in the chat, which is an inevitable thing that's going to happen. But why is it? But then I turn around and I don't take shit. Like, you guys know that. If any of you watch my stream, you know that I don't take any shit from anyone. So people start spamming in my chat or whatever, I instantly go, you can watch me report you. And they stop and they go, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to. And then they actually talk to me like a human being and go, oh, actually, you're quite a nice person. I was like, really? You think? And you instantly came into my chat and started hating on me? Where's the sense in that? Why would you join a live stream to just spam and hate people when you could make so much better friends and have a much better time making them laugh, like, and all that. I've been bullied since I was 5 years old, and now I'm scared I'll try and shake the pain away by smiling. I've talked to him about it, but he won't tell me what's up, and my mum hates him as much as I hate him, but mum doesn't give a shit. Then you need to find someone else to talk to. People have tried to bully me. People have tried. They tried very hard. And they still do. But the way I've always seen it is, if no matter what they do, if I treat them like a beautiful... I read your comic, Ink Sansi, and started changing my sentence to it. Hi, beautiful. Hi, Ink Sansi, and welcome to the Stream of Fail. You made me completely go off track then. I'm really red in the face as well because I'm talking a lot. But yeah, I've had people try to bully me, and you will, and this needs to stop because it shouldn't be normal. It shouldn't just be accepted. Just like, it just grates on me. It's logic at its finest, yes. There's no sense. There is absolutely no sense. It's just like, surely you just want to make people happy. Surely you'd want people to contribute to society. I mean, if you bring someone down, and if you bring them down hard enough, they don't. And they don't believe they can be anything because you've told them that, and you've repeatedly told them that, and you've got them into the mindset of they can't do anything. And it's like, but no, because everyone has their talents, whether it be talking in front of people, whether it be acting, singing, dancing, drawing, being a scientist, being a delivery driver, being a store clerk, just absolutely anything. You are good at what you enjoy. Popular girls at my school are basically bullies. Me, in the other hand, had a bad reputation because I always hang out with the nerds or weirdos. At least they're more nicer. People have bullied me, and then I stopped caring, and they stopped. They just wanted a reaction. Yeah, people want reactions, but like, I just don't understand. I mean, I've always been in the position where I don't take shit. Like, as soon as someone's doing a behavior that I don't like, I'm instantly there like, no, that's not something that I'm comfortable with. That's not something that you're going to do around me, because if you continue doing that around me, I'm going to do something about it. A classic example, most of the time when I've seen bullies, they've been bullying someone else, and I've stepped in and gone, fuck no, that's not something that I'm accepting. Like, for example, when I was in one of my class, I had a friend that was very, very, very short. And the girls behind us decided to start calling him midget. And they were meant to be his friends as well, which was the weirdest bit. And I was just like, I just turned to her, and I wasn't comfortable with them doing it because they were saying it in such a way that it was malicious. And I turned around and I was like, can you please stop doing that? Like, that's not acceptable behavior. And then they started on me and decided it'd be a really good idea to kick the back of my chair, to throw things at my head, as they tend to do. So I turned around and I was like, "This is your first warning. You keep doing this behavior, and I'm gonna kick you as soon as you get outside the door." And they continue doing it, and they continue doing it. And I turned around again and I said, "This is your second warning. As soon as you step outside that classroom, if you continue this behavior, I'm gonna kick you." And they do it again and again because they're not that smart. And I turned around and I was like, "Right, this is your final warning. You continue this behavior, I'm not going to turn around and talk to you again. I'm just going to kick you as soon as you get outside the classroom." And I did. And then I fought with one of the girls and won because I'm fighty as fuck. But I shouldn't have to do that. People shouldn't have to stick up for each other, because we shouldn't be in that environment where it's acceptable behavior to pick on people. And it is, and I've always been, I was talking to this on Discord recently. When I had these two friends that would bitch about each, when one of them was away, the other would bitch to me about the other, and I was there like, "Well, why are you still friends? You clearly don't like each other at all." And yeah, like, and then once, there's literally this one time when I was getting surrounded by people that were 4 years older than me and in the rugby squad, and they decided it'd be a really good idea to back off and watch and laugh as I take on 5 girls that are 4 years older than me. I won. But I looked at, because I had you can only really fight 4 people versus 1 person because of logistics and stuff. So I had one of the girls grabbing me by the hair as I'm kicking them in the shins and that, and I look up to see my 2 so-called friends on the banking above the field, laughing, not getting help, not doing anything but watching the apparent show that was going on in front of them. Like, I don't, like, there is, do we believe you don't have logic? I don't know. I'm sorry, I'm missing a lot of your guys' comments because I'm just rambling on. My talent is being epically retarded. Don't say that. You are amazing. If you haven't found your talent yet, then it's out there and you will find it. Don't worry, trust me. It was weird, but in my old school is the opposite. The popular girls and guys were nice and the edgy ones were mean. That is quite strange, actually. Fair enough, though. I'm the emo kid at school, and during my art class, they kicked my chair and called me sadist, and I said, "Yes, I'm emo, because it rhymes with Nemo, bitch." Yeah. Some people in school say, "Touch me, and I'll stab you," and I've gotten hate from someone I actually needed like my glasses. Yeah. But yeah, people do that. People will bully you for having glasses. People will bully you for having braces. I had braces when I was in school, as my front teeth were going this way, and my bottom front teeth were going this way, and it was hurting. Sashi's a beast. Yeah, I just don't put up with shit, and I've always had self-defense lessons. I've done karate, taekwondo, jujitsu, hapkido, ninjutsu. So my list of self-defense is very long. But yeah, that's it. My friend helped me by threatening to carve people, still beating hearts out of me. That's not a good way to do it. Threatening people with stuff that you stuff like that. Don't do grievous bodily harm is a very, very, very dangerous place to get to. I mean, when I've fought people, I get them to the ground and I get them to submit. and she's just either putting them in an arm lock, and I keep twisting until they say stop or sorry. That's all you need to do. You don't need to punch the shit out of people. When I say kick the shit out of someone, that's literally what I mean. I'm not meaning that I'm actually kicking the shit out of them. I am getting them to the ground in an actual very safe manner, because that's how I've been taught by my sensei. Get them to the ground and just cause them pain, but not grievous bodily harm, until they submit. That's it. Good job at defending yourself. Yeah. That's why I don't trust others. I've had enough fake friends. Yeah. At that point, it was at that point that I realized that fake friends were a thing. I didn't understand before that point that you could pretend to be friends with someone, despite the fact that these girls bitched about each other behind their backs. I mean, I thought I was there like, oh, they probably do that to me when I'm away then. Oh, hello, puppy. Puppy, come to say hi. I mean, that was going through my head, but as soon as they did that, and I don't mind, there are people that don't like fighting, and they step back, and that is fine to do that. But don't. You see someone fighting, don't stand there and be in the audience. Don't take out your phone and start recording it. Go get help. There's so many people that turn around and go, oh, I can't do anything in this situation. Yes, you can. You can go get help. Whether you are skilled or willing enough to give that help is regardless, but go get someone that is. I've always been that person to do that. I've always been the person when something goes wrong, people are like, Sashi, something's happened, can you please come? And I'll be that person to step in the middle of the fight and just be like, this is enough now, guys. I will, like, pin you both down if I have to. So yeah. Long list, I only know some Krav Maga. I actually versed against someone that knows Krav Maga, and I'm weird. I think I'm double jointed in some places, because nobody can actually keep me pinned. Not even my sensei. And it really bugged my ex-boyfriend, my first boyfriend that I had, because he couldn't pin me. It was quite funny. He'd like, because he came with me to the ninjutsu lessons, and he'd just turn to the sensei and just be like, I can't pin her, am I doing something wrong? And sensei came over and was just like, do this move. He pinned me and then was like, get out of this. Within 10 seconds I was standing, and he looked up at me and was like, you're like a fucking snake. The fuck? What is this? You're not human. So yeah. Once I was in recess and some girl said, hey, you look like a certain person, like one of my own bullies, and one of my friends actually stood up for me, and he said, and he's my friend now, and he's so short. Yeah, it doesn't take a lot, because the thing is, bullies think that they're strong and they're not, because they either hide behind people, or they are just mouthy and think you can't do anything. You can prove them wrong really easily. I mean, there was when I was by the time when these girls did that to me, I was like, no, I'm not having friends like that. That's not a thing. And I went up to them and I was like, oh, thanks for helping me, but we're not friends anymore. Goodbye. And I literally was on my own in the class for a long while, and then my art teacher noticed that I was alone, and she was like, oh, has something happened? And I was like, well, there was this fight, and the girls stood there and laughed. And she was like, well, maybe you should meet this other girl that's usually alone in the other classroom, in a different class to me. And then I kind of realized how many other people were also getting the same treatment. And I was like, no, I'm not going to stand for this. And I started then, over the years, collecting people into my little group. And by the time I was in the last year of my comprehensive school, high school, I had people from all different years, and there were about like 10, 15 of us, and we were all a bunch of nerds. We were all a bunch of role players, and anime watchers and all of that. And I was so proud to have my own little group of people. And we were sitting outside one time, and these younger kids, these year sevens, just decided to throw a tennis ball around with. We were sat by the car park, and they decided to throw a tennis ball around, and I was like, you don't want to do that, because if you hit one of the cars, there's going to be a teacher that's not going to be happy with you. And they were like, ha ha ha, started throwing it at us. So we all sat there, and the girls started getting nervous, and they were like, oh, we should move, we should just move. And I was like, no, because we sat here. This is our space. You don't move. And everyone stayed there. And then they threw the ball again. I caught it, put it in my pocket, and started walking over to the teacher. And I had every one of those little year sevens trying to hold me back. And I'm there just walking through. I didn't do anything. All I did, I had my hands in my pockets with this tennis ball, and I just walked through them. They're like, oh, you weigh a ton. And I'm like, no, I just got a lot of muscle behind me, but also weigh a ton. But it's fun. And I just walked through them and went straight up to the teacher and was like, oh, by the way, these guys were throwing around this tennis ball. You might want to confiscate it. And then I walked back, and they were just like jeering at me, just like, why are you such a snitch? And I'm just like, well, don't throw a tennis ball around me next time, isn't it? Shame, isn't it? The teacher they whined at the teacher until they got the tennis ball back, and then decided to throw it at us again. Isn't that a clever decision? Let's throw the tennis ball at the person that managed to get it off us the last time. And I got it off them again. Surprise, surprise. And that time, actually, because I got up as soon as they started throwing it at us again. And they tried to do the piggy in the middle star thing. And then they started kicking the tennis ball around. Back then, I used to be in the local football team, and I was quite good. So got the ball off them and walked straight up to the same teacher and was like, don't give it back to them, because they just do the same thing over and over again. If I see it going back to them, I'm going to report this to the head teacher. And the teacher was just like, okay, this child is serious. Yes. I believe everyone can be a good person if they just tried. Yes, I believe that's possible as well. I mean, like I said with the bullying incident, the bully that went away from her friend, she was actually a decent person. They could be good if they wanted to, but they think that being mean and that makes them look cool and that, which is just like, well, that doesn't make any sense whatsoever. At all. My group of friends usually joke around. Our jokes involve us making jokes about each other. That's fine. My nickname to my best friend from uni is bitch. She calls me jerk. I call her asshole. She calls me asshat. I call her an idiot. And the list goes on. And like when it's between friends and you know that it's all a joke, then that's fine. But people know when they're bullying. They know exactly when they're doing it. And that's the sad thing. Now I'm going to try and be quieter. My mum is going to bed. I wonder how strong Sashi is. Well, actually, there's another interesting story with that. When I was in Army Cadets, there's this game where you have two groups of people lined up against the wall. And the one group will talk amongst each other and pick someone from the other group to try and come over, touch the wall, and then cross over the middle line. Oh no, you come over, you tag as many people as you can, and then cross over the middle line. If you're a tagged person, you can then stop that person from getting over the middle line. So, playing this game, and people would usually tag one or two people and get over the line. They either make it or they don't. Then I got picked. And I went, okay. Tagged everyone in the line, and then went, like, literally bolted across everyone in the line. Went to go run over the middle line as I get whoomph an entire load of people literally jump on top of me, and I had people wrap their arms around my legs. I had people literally trying to pin me down, and I was there still crawling my way to the middle line. And they were like, "Sashi, just give up." And I was like, "I'm gonna reach it. I'm gonna touch that line. I'm gonna get there." And never bully Sashi. Yeah, it's not a good idea. I was just like, "I'm gonna get there," and I had my team going, "Sashi, Sashi, Sashi, Sashi," and it was so great. It was one of those moments, and just like they were like, Jesus Christ. I had about 10 people, probably more than that, so I can't remember how many were in cadets. We had like 4 lines, 6. So 4 times 6. Fuck, can't do maths. It's like 24 people. Can I do maths? 30 would be 5. Yeah, 24 people, I think. And then half of that, so it would have been 12 people. So yeah, about 10, 12 people decided to be on top, and they were literally just piling on top of me. Like, that was a proper dog pile. And I was still there, crawling my way. And they were like, Jesus Christ, Sashi. Holy shit. My team loved it. And we won, obviously, because I managed to touch the middle line. Oh, I gotta go. Okay. Bye-bye, Victoria. Once a boy called me a snitch for telling the teacher that he was on his iPad instead of doing his math book. And he was just becoming a big baby. Even the teacher said so. Yeah. Don't get mom angry. Full force mom will come at you. I've learned the hard way. Yeah. I get my mentality from somewhere. Let's just say that. So yeah, I'm gonna actually end the stream. The stream is a lot longer than I planned, actually. But the most important part of the stream, if we go full circle back to that, and enough of my shenanigans in my younger days. Same boy threw hot Cheetos at me and lied saying I hit it out of his hand, and I just walked away like, "Fuck you, bitch." Bye. Yeah. So yeah, before I close off this video, if you guys could please send message of any kind. It can be, I'll say this again and I'll repeat it 100 times until I get them. Video. I've got 2 videos in front of me here. Video, either face cam or not, doesn't matter. It could just be a voice recording. It could be a picture. It could be a comic. It could be a message. Write me paragraphs. I'll read it. I'll freaking read it on the live stream. And just like put in like hashtag helping, hashtag we're here for you, hashtag you're not alone. Because no one should feel like they're alone. And when you have 40% of the people that are meant to be your fans and people that care about you and what you make, that's a lot. That's too much. That's way too much. So let's stop it. This isn't acceptable behavior. So let's kill hatred with kindness. And ignorance with understanding. People can't be there all the time. I mean, even if she only had 30 subscribers, don't expect to get messages. You won't even get messages back from me all the time. I'll damn well try. And I know that Anya does as well. Because when she does come on Tumblr and that, she's non-stop posting all these replies to all these asks that she's getting. I'm guessing Sashi's gift/talent is strength. Well, actually, my gift/talent is tactics. I'm a very tactical person when I fight. I'm just like, oh, you big strong person, oh, I'm gonna take your arm, and now you're off balance, and now you're on the floor, and now your hand's behind your back. I use technique. Because that's how I was taught. If any of you have any ninjutsu is the best self-defense, hands down, because they don't teach you, or at least in my area where I went to, they don't teach you these strict moves like you punch, then I'll punch, then you block, then I kick, and there's none of that practice things, because that's never going to happen in a fight. What they do is they do scenarios. So, and they literally, one of the scenarios was someone's grabbing your wrist and dragging you down an alley, and doesn't matter who's doing what to the ending. So it's completely down to skill. You literally just fight it out between each other. They'll teach you the first initial bit. So like if someone's got your wrist, then pull towards the bit where their fingers join. It's really hard to not. Ow! I just punched myself in the face. It's really hard to not lose grip or walk up. Really, my favorite one was when someone's grabbing your wrist, walk up next to them, and just roll backwards. And they either let go of your wrist, break their own wrist by keeping holding on, and you've got your entire weight going backwards, and then you just run, and you just flee, and it's fine, and it's all good. And the same is like, oh, maybe I should do that. I should just do self-defense training. I'm not trained in self-defense. Go find an actual sensei. My sensei was freaking amazing. He was awesome. But yeah, there's so many. They actually taught situations rather than someone punches you, you block in this way. Like it's more about doing things. Ninjutsu is actually quite a lazy martial art, which is that's probably why I like it so much. And you do a lot with very little effort, and you'd be surprised at what you can do with the minute amount of effort, and it's great. But yeah, back on track. Anya is having too much hate. Everyone is having too much hate. There is too much hate seeping around the internet, and it's just been accepted as normal. And no, I've had enough, and I think a lot of other people have had enough. So let's stop it together. And there isn't something we can do where we can just make it go away straight away. It's something that we can do where someone hates on someone and you don't hate back. You just go in and go, this is an acceptable behavior. That's it. You don't go, if someone like just calls you names, calls you fat, says you've got glasses, says you this, says you that, don't retaliate back and go, oh well, you smell like shit or whatever else. Just go, that's not acceptable behavior. I'm not accepting it. You continue this behavior, I'm going to do something about it. Whether that's going to be going to someone who is important, or yeah, heck, you can go into their parents, because I bet you anything you go to their parents are not going to be happy. Yeah, you don't have to fight every battle. I tend to do it because I will try to do it diplomatically, and I give people a lot of warning before I do. If the mic would be louder, that would be great. Yeah, well, my mum's in the other room, and it's kind of a problem. And if I turn my sensitivity up anymore, you're going to hear my computer. So, we'll just have to deal with it. Also, welcome to the stream of fail. Okay, hang on. You got in your name, don't even try to say my name, so I'm going to try and say it. Gustas Luganukas. There you go. Hello, Ginger Cat, aka Eggle. Welcome to the stream of fail. My cheeks are really hot. I bet they're really red. Or if you could speak louder. I can't. My mum is sleeping. Can you see? You can see the time down here. Look at it. It's like 11:30. Let's be polite. I was speaking louder in the first part of my video, so you could always like go rewatch it. But yeah, anyway, make video, recording, letter, write an essay. I don't care. Just send me the messages for Anya. I'm gonna put it on this page on Discord, and when I have enough, or I feel like I have enough, I'm gonna make a live stream on it, and we're gonna try and get Anya to watch it. Whether it be after I make it, or even going, hey Anya, so she's doing a live stream and she'd like you to come watch it. Anyway. But let's say thank you to her for being her and making these videos and making really awesome videos. I watch them when I'm in work and I'm laughing my ass off because they're just so great and they make me happy. So yeah, so that's about it. And remember to put like